There's one. Spot. There's one. Oh, big bass. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of In-Depth Angling. Today I'm out here on Lake of the Ozarks and going to be starting out the day by fishing for bass. Water temperature's getting up, so some are getting ready to spawn, some are in the spawning phase already. And we got kind of a little bit of a mix of both right now, and the same goes for the crappie. So the second half of this video is going to be me crappie fishing and going after some pre-spawn and spawning crappie. That's going to be kind of the theme of the day right now, and a bunch of geese are right over there. Sorry about that noise, but we're going to get out there and go see what we can catch today. There we go. Stay on, buddy. All I got. It's a largemouth. That's a good way to start out. It's not a big one, but it's a good start. About 12-incher. I'm gonna get him back in so we can go spawn. See ya. There's a bass. Oh, that's not a bass. That is a giant crappie. Oh no, that's a bass. It's just, it's a spot. It's got the marking on it. I saw the vertical bars on that fish for a second. I thought it was a crappie. There she's unhooked. That's a spot. And that spot's got a little leech in its mouth. I'm gonna get rid of for it. Kill that thing. It's a nice spotted bass right there. Really cool colors on them, and I saw these like really dark markings on it. I thought it was a crappie for a second, but we're gonna get him back in the water so it can go finish doing its business in the spawn. It is a 14.5-inch spot right there, and just a gorgeous fish. So let her back. There's one. Oh, bluegill. Bluegill ate a bluegill squarebill. Alright. Not what I'm after today, but that's a nice bluegill. That's what a lot of these bass are chasing off their beds right now, and also feeding up in the pre-spawn phase are these guys, because they are terrorizing these bass on their nest, trying to get to their eggs and into their fry as they hatch. So we're getting into mid-April now. These bass are moving up shallow doing their thing, and water temperature's just right now, and crappie are up shallow, bass are up shallow, and these bluegill are as well. So throwing these crankbaits that imitate those bluegill around those beds will get any of those fry garters to hit, and any of those pre-spawned females that are looking to get a good meal to come and hit too. And with these, like what I'm throwing here today, is a 1.5 KVD squarebill in a natural bream color, and I'm just getting that thing parallel to the bank, cranking it down until I'm starting to hit rocks, and then slowing it down just a little bit, but I'm burning that thing in pretty good, covering water, and we're going to kind of cruise down some of these open banks here on the lake, catch what we can. There's one. Spot. Heck yeah. He's barely hooked too. He's probably gonna come off. Nope. He's been caught a few times. Look at his mouth. That's a pregnant one right there. She's definitely been caught a couple times on this side of her face. It's got some scar tissue there, but that's a nice bass. Gonna get him back in the water here so she can go back and spawn, but really happy with that. get a quick measurement on her. I think it's the best one of the day. Oh yeah, that's a 16-inch spotted bass right there. So really really cool fish out of Lake of the Ozarks. Go put her back in and let her go back and do her thing. It's a pre-spawner. He's all the way over here. Oh goodness. Oh, that was a fish. Should have caught. He took off with that thing. I just felt a slight tick and I was like, huh, that felt really light. But he hit it and swam towards me. If I could, I'd fish some better water than this. This is not my go-to place. But I have caught some fish in here before this time of year. All the good spots are pretty much taken up. There's 2 other coves I tried to go into a little bit ago, and I saw 4 boats in one and 6 boats in the other. It's the week of the Big Bass Bash, so I think that's got a lot to do with why there's so many bass anglers out right now, and plus it's like 80 degrees out. Middle of April. Hardly any wind too, so it's just a good day to be on the water. Oh shoot, that was close. That wasn't a big fish, but he tried to come up out of the water after it. There's one. Oh, big bass. He's taking my rod down real good. Stay on, bud. Got him lip. Awesome. That one pole he had went straight underneath the kayak. Hit that thing with some power. That is the largemouth and best bass of the evening. That's awesome. It's definitely a pre-spawner. Still got some eggs in her. She measures in at 16.5 inches long. Thank you for the fight. I'm gonna get her back in the water. Swims off with some power just like she hit. There's one. Awesome. First shot underneath the dock. Came on pink and yellow and he barely grabbed it. That's a black crappie. Awesome. I'm gonna get a couple of them to take home with me for dinner. How big is this one at? This one is a 10-inch black crappie, so she's gonna come home with me. There's one. First shot underneath that dock, and he's a little small. White crappie this time. Right in the top part of the lip. Get him back in the water. There's a fish. Yeah, it is a spot. Awesome. Bass are biting better than the crappie. I just casted a couple times over here on this bank in between crappie holes and caught this guy. It's another pre-spawn spotted bass right there out of the lake. Gorgeous colors on that fish. I'm gonna get a quick measurement on her and send her back on her way so she can go do her thing later. That one is a 14-inch right there, and also came on that same square bill I caught all the other bass on tonight. So I'm gonna get her back in the water and send her back down to the depths. Kick back real strong. That's fun. I've had a better night bass fishing. I've only fished 2 docks for crappie, but they don't seem to be stacked up underneath there like they were last week at this time. So I'm gonna be trying to go just fishing some bank on the way back and see what I catch for bass, as I am starting to run out of daylight. There's one. That's a tiny bass. Yeah, they're hitting far better than the crappie are right now. At least underneath the 2 docks I've gone to. So, smallest fish of the day, bass wise. Get him back. There's one. That's a small fish, but it does have eggs, or it's a really fat one of the two. He's skin hooked. Skin hooked. Yeah. Fat little spotted bass. Most of these fish today have been spots. Get him back in. If you guys would like to check out the bait that I'm throwing here and catching all these bass on, I'll have a link to it down in the description below if you're interested. Alright guys, the sun's going down. I'm going to get off the water here, but if you guys enjoyed this, leave me a thumbs up down below. I'm just glad I got to go out today and enjoy the nice day and catch some bass and a couple crappie. I think I would have been able to catch a few more crappie if I had more time, and really wish I had a little more time out here to go after some more bass because they were hitting it pretty good. So I'm going to head back to the boat ramp though before it gets dark and catch you guys on the next one. So tight lines out there, and good luck in the tournament if you're fishing a big bass bash.